welcome to what am I going to call this? No, this will make it. No, this would. No, this is a decision that would affect the series. Uh, our series is maybe. So what should I call this? Should I make this a gameplay video series? Or should I call? Or should I make this a let's play? Basically, do we want to do episodic series, or do we want to just do random gameplay videos thrown together? You know what? I think I want to do. And welcome to walk this Let's Play of Naval Action Steam Early Access. I'm just flying. We're playing Naval Action again, and as you can see, We're now doing it as a Let's Play as opposed to a gameplay video. One of the reasons why I'm doing it is not only am I having fun with the game, and if I have fun with a game and I want to play the game more, I must make it a YouTube series because I must make it my job to play that game, because if I don't, then I will never get back to it. Or if I get back to it, I'll only play for a little bit. Especially if I went to it blind and I still want to do it blind, maybe I'll do a video in the future. So yeah, this is a Let's Play, and this may be a Remotely Monday Let's Play, but we'll see. It probably will be. I'll probably make it on the same rotation as Empyrean, which is in the other game section, as well as in the same section as Minecraft and Empyrean, and then this will be there as opposed to being the vehicle section with Victor Thrust, Project Nimbus, the Stag Crawlers, and then you got strategy with Active Aggression and Blitzkrieg. So yeah, that's all this will be in Real Monday, which I'll probably do it tomorrow then. Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow then as well, so we'll see. We'll see what I do. So yeah, this, and also I kind of want to do a episodic series of me just exploring and basically just exploring the game, both in terms of mechanics and in terms of exploring a huge open world. So yeah, and now probably this series not one of the most focused series I've ever done. We'll just play until we get a constitution, and then we'll go from there, as well as just exploring the open world. We'll start as the USA and then move on from there. And, yeah. And I'll also try to tutorialize this, because I think I figured out enough of the game, in the gameplay video to actually, warrant making this a tutorial type deal. But I don't think I have many hours of this game already, like some people that make let's plays of games like this. And well, sometimes, and Blitzkrieg. But nothing. They're great channels. It's just sometimes they play the game a lot and then basically tutorialize, and that's it. And not my style. But yeah, so we'll try to do a walkthrough of this game, as there is no tutorial yet. You have to figure out everything yourself, but I do know the basics, so we'll find them out. Like, the basic number one is picking a server. As you can see, there are 3 servers. I'm assuming this is either West Coast or Europe. And then these are North America, for sure. And then you got PVE, which basically means you can never fight another player. However, you can fight. You only fight NPCs. And then you got PvP, where you always fight enemy players in both random battles and in the open map. And in PvP, you got the conquest mode, where basically you fight with another nation. You basically fight for control of the map. I could say Caribbean, but it's not just the Caribbean. The map of Naval Action is basically North Carolina down to Florida, around like this, Gulf of Mexico all the way, then to the north of South America off, and the Caribbean. Which, yeah, by the way, Naval Action is a open world sandbox game. You could call it an MMO, almost like you can call Destiny an MMO, but it makes much more sense to call Naval Action MMO. And basically, Naval Action Naval Action is all about the sailing age, which basically for them is the 18th century, which they're not sticking to the 18th century, it's just that's their general start point. So yeah, and basically you have 8 nations vying for control of the map, which is 1% accurate to the maps of it's accurate to the map of the time with even the names right, as in St. Augustine is not St. Augustine, spelled slightly differently because Florida still was Spain at the time. So and also you got the names of the different countries, like Sweden is differently named, and so is Norway, and in their different places, and yeah, which we can get to in the next screen. So yeah, basically you pick your server. There's right now. You got PvE, PvP, and let's go to PvE. And also in this game, you can do random combat like you can in Massive Multiplayer Arena games, as well as just open world exploration with trading, and you can still get in combat similar to how you get in combat in Star Trek Online and that one game, I would say older game, but yeah, I guess it is older. It's from 2008, but it's not that old. Um, like Pirates of the Open Sea, something like that. It's an older free to play game, probably, or an older MMO. I'll probably do a good old text here if I don't get it right. But anyway, so we'll actually create a new character. We won't actually create a new character. We'll just use this. And if you want to see how we got there, you can just watch the gameplay video, which I'll link in the description. Actually, you can probably get the Wii U out. Alright, there we go. So I'll look up my Wii U real quick. Basically, you select the character name, then you select the nation. As you can see, you can play as pirates. You can also play as you got pirates. Basically, pirates are let's just read this. Pirates very hard. Adventurers and criminals from all nations join pirates for various reasons. Pirates can attack each other except when being on one side in the battle. Several pirate ports exist across the Caribbean, but most of them will be lost if the pirates do not unite. As in that means, basically each pirate had their own secret hideaway, which nations can easily capture. However, if the pirates, basically the pirates need to stand up to the nations that want to capture their little base. So yeah, and then you got Spain, which Spain is moderate. Yeah, these are basically moderate difficulty for the campaign mode, and just moderate starting conditions. Like the pirates, like they said, the pirates are very hard because you can fight other pirates, and B, your bases are scattered throughout the Caribbean, and you basically don't have big lines. Like Spain has big lines around Florida. United States starts with North Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and basically they start up there, which makes them very easy, and the rest of the map is a big mess. So yeah, moving on to Spain, or Español, Spain, moderate, with lots of resources and ports to protect. Spain has enough time to build large fleets and extend territory to protect current holdings. A lot of nations will try to expand at the expense of Spain, basically expanding into the territory to get their resources, while Spain can automatically get large fleets. Basically, Spain can easily get big ships, where the other nations cannot. So yeah, and then we're going on to. Oh, by the way, the pirate game is Pirates of the Burning Sea. Alright, so moving on to France. Hard. With holdings in Louisiana, Hispaniola, and the Antilles, France has what it takes to immediately provide a challenge in the West Indies, but the potential combat with Britain and the later plans for the Caribbean domination. Because they're always in combat with Britain, so these guys. So France is mainly in the Gulf of Mexico, with Louisiana being up here, and Hispaniola going somewhere in there, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure where Hispaniola is, or the Antilles. We can look at the map later. And then Great Britain. That's the wrong one. Britain, moderate. Britain is the most centrally located nation, and Jamaica provides the natural base of expansion. Expect immediate conflicts with France and Spain. Britain is also the first target for pirate harassment. By the way, each of the nations has their own ship line. Like United States, they all got basic cutters as their starter ships or equivalents of that, and then they start going down, and they start getting different ships. And moving on to Holland, with the Venin Peninsula, moderate. starts in the route to pacification with most enemies, potential hostility to Spain. If the goal is expansion, need to maintain the fleet in the north to protect the ports of the Upper Antilles. Denmark dash Norg. Hard starts in the Danish West Indies. I'm sorry for pronouncing all these incorrectly. I am probably and not pronouncing them incorrectly. But starts in the Danish West Indies. Several ports close to each other. Immediately hostilities with Sweden in the east and with Spain and Britain in the west. Other nations will also try to destroy their holdings or destroy your holdings. And then Sweden, the Schwervillage, a very hard starts with full port, immediate hostilities with Denmark in the west and France and the Dutch in the south. Conquest is a must to provide resources for large ships. And moving on to what we'll be playing as, the United States, or USA easier. Starts in location away from most enemies, good number of ports and distance from the action, allows for safe extension time. Yep, and that's what we'll be playing as. Again, if you want to see how I got to where I am, go check out the gameplay video. Also, if you want to see how I learned all this stuff, check out the gameplay video. And also my first impressions in my first time in the game. Never then get to this screen, which may look familiar if you played basically any multiplayer arena game like Wall of Tanks, War Thunder, stuff like that. Up here are your tabs. You got Home, which brings you back to this screen. Then you got Equipment, equipment, yes, basically upgrade to your ship. Also, you have more upgrades, different weapons you have. Then you go over here. This is what items are in your hold. If you lose a ship, you lose this. Upgrades to your ship, I assume. Warehouse is where, basically, this is your bank. You can store whatever in here for all time, as long as you have a port, pretty much. Yeah, you can store for all time in wherever you have your home port as, which is your outpost, which is, go over here, your outpost right here. Basically, as you can see, Charleston's my outpost. Charleston, South Carolina is my outpost. And that's basically where my warehouse is, I believe. And then weapon emissions. Wait, this is your random battles. PVE doesn't have many random battles. I haven't tried PvP yet, but I'll assume be more. And shop, probably just... what is shop? I can move that around. Can't really get rid of it, though. Oh, there we go. Alright, good. Alright, then you got shop, which basically, I think it's like a free market. Yeah, it's like a free market. Basically, people can see, yeah, you can, okay, yeah, basically for this, basically, you can sell stuff on this and buy stuff off this. Very common in MMOs. Fleet, basically this is what will be a garage and wall of tanks, or port and wall warships. Basically this can be, basically this is where you swap between your ships. And then here where you buy your ships, as you can see, so far. Oh, wow, United States got a couple of ships when I was away. For a day. Where's the Constitution? First rate. Alright. No, I mean, when I was doing gameplay videos, only you, and you. That could be oh, maybe because I'm in a different port. That could be it. Yeah, there's also a Constitution. Yeah, these are all the ships you can buy. And then here are your crafting materials. Here's your Conquest app. This is what you use in PvP to see how your nation's doing, as well as where you want to take next. Alright. And here's your ship selection. Here, as you can see, you got a basic cutter. As your starter ship, you always will have a basic cutter. So don't worry about worrying out ships with that. And by the way, in this game, it's an interesting system where each ship has a number of lives. And when you lose those lives, you lose your ship for good, and you have to buy it again. So don't lose your lives. And I think we're good. Oh yes, and then here's the current port I'm in. I'm in Beaufort. I actually have to look up where Beaufort is in the modern United States. I would assume it's in between Georgia, South Carolina. I'm not sure though. And then over here is your currencies and your experiences. And down here is your consumables, and over here is your chat. As you can see, it's just very, very busy. Alright. Oh, renewables. Sure. Oh, can't do temporary alpha. Okay, well, we might go back. We might have to go back to Charleston for that. Alright, so I guess let's sit still and head to where I want to go next. And just go general stuff. Yes, it doesn't matter to me. I don't quite need them right now. Plus, I can buy them if I wanted to use them. Alright, yep, view for it. And here is what the game actually looks like, or at least this is the overworld of the game. I'm not quite sure you can actually fight in this area, or I don't think you can. I'm not quite sure if you can fight in this screen, but you might be able to. Alright. Alright, oh, Beaufort. That was Ford. Give me a second. Alright, so yeah, here's this screen. In the top left is your ship information. In the your top left is your information. Actually, wait. In the top left, what do we have? Okay, yeah, top left is the menus as well as you can teleport to capital. And then here's the time of day. That's a C. In the bottom right is your ship information, how your crews are doing, how your sails are doing, what your sails are at in terms of folding. Then over here is your compass as well as your wind and health indicator. Bottom is I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out in a second. Oh, the ball might be your speed. Oh yes, it is in South Carolina. Alright, that problem solved. Let's continue. Now to move your ship. By the way, I'm moving the camera around with right mouse button. To move your ship, you use WASD. We're gonna move you about. Get down there. To unfold your sails, you tap W to go. You tap W to speed up and S to slow down. And that's distance. Oh, is that knots or that's knots? Yeah, that's your speed. Alright, but before we get going for sure, let's slow back down to well, it would be all stop if we were in a non-sailing vessel. It's Beaufort. So deep water harbor means you can dock bigger ships. Because we're in a cutter, it's not that, it doesn't displace that much water, doesn't have that much, it's not that much deep in the it's not that deep in the water, as in it can go in shallows where bigger ships like brigs and men of war cannot. Now, if you hit M, you can see the map. With the map, you can scroll in and out. As you can see, these are all the ports you can go to. We're in Beaufort, South Carolina. Next port up is Savannah. Oh, it's Savannah, Georgia. And then below that is Sunbury, and then below that is Brunswick. I want to make Brunswick my home port, because that's actually where my grandma's from. So, and also I think my dad as well. I'm not quite sure. But I think he's just basically, if you notice something, there is no there's no ship icons for you or your friends. So this map is basically how a normal paper map works. You have to guess where you are based on the based on the based on the uh, geography. So in order to get to Savannah, we need to look for the wavy line. Also, going south would help. So let's do that. All right, let's go. Let's head to Savannah. All right, sails to full and prepare to go starboard. Let's get out of port. Now, as far as I know, there's no speeding up beyond this point. This game's completely real time. As you can see, the map is, well, yeah, pretty big. In case you want to go to the Pacific, you can't because there's no Panama Canal yet. And as you can see, like I said, the map is not just the Caribbean, but also North America, the Gulf of Mexico, and South America. It's pretty interesting. Also, South America is pretty much the Caribbean as well, but still. Oh, by the way, in this mode, you can actually left click on different ships to see their affiliation, what they are, and what fleet they're with. Oh, look at the player. Guess we come here, get the player. We just do that. Where'd you come from? Man, that was close. Oh, then that was the other player, right? Alright, that'd be spinning up there, I would assume. I can zoom in all the way in here, and actually, you'll be using this a lot in combat, which we'll get to combat once we get to combat. I mean, we'll get to combat in Savannah. Not quite sure how respawning works. I would assume you respawned at the last port you visited, but I could be wrong. Like, this game really reminds me of games like Dangerous Waters and Fallen Hunter and stuff like that, because of just how the maps are like. You in Silent Hunter, at least Silent Hunter, you have a ginormous area in the Pacific. You can go anywhere in the Pacific you want, even to the United States. You can dock in California. You can dock in the Philippines. I mean, your main actions will be in the Philippines, but you also Philippines, and you can dock in. And we actually reach a port. We gotta get closer than this. Once we get close enough, we'll click on it, and then we'll go in. And look, people will actually play this game. As you can see, there's a lot of people online. Okay, let's slow down. I'll stop. And now we get in Savannah. Now we get in the port of Savannah, Georgia. So yeah, everything in this game will be historically accurate, or at least they're gonna try to anyway, be a little bit realistic. Alright, so any missions we can do? Oh, we can win a little bit. We can wait a little bit, but nah. Now I wonder how you make, I'm still in the game by the way, but I'm still wondering how you make, outposts. There we go. Oh, they're free for our territory, I would assume, or at least right here anyway. I don't really want outposts in Savannah again. I'll wait for Brunswick, and then Brunswick is on the edge of Spanish territories, because this was before Florida joined the United States. Or United States bought Florida. I forgot which. We might as well join the small battle, see if we can do better than the gameplay video. He's explained everything that could be explained in the open sea. Or I should say open world, open world and overworld, because if you would open sea, small battles would not disappoint, or battles would not disappoint. Alright, let's do this. ship can be lost. This is gonna be interesting. Am I the one player? Now they will spawn AI to handle you. So, oh, there's yes, we're going to play with people. All right, and we're going. And remember, this is PVE. We cannot fight You cannot fight other players. So all of us will be on the same team. But yeah, this game. I mean, it just came out on Steam Early Access. Yeah, sure, it's been it's been in alpha and beta on their website for like a year now. But still, it is so interesting for it to be as popular as it is when it just came out on their Steam Early Access. If only, if only, this will happen to a lot of first-person shooter games. But then again, there are more first-person shooter games than there are games like this. But then again, all MMOs do really well. On, or I shouldn't say all of them, but most MMOs do well on Steam. It's just, well, I guess survival games do well too, because this is in the survival sandbox category, kinda, without the survival, but more the sandbox. So yeah, I mean, it's an interesting spot. It's in between one of those survival games where basically you have different servers, and each server has the main map, and you don't always carry between servers. And to an MMO where you have servers, but you have servers to each server. Servers in each character, and each server has lots of population, as opposed to the other way where they only have a tiny population. So yeah. It all depends. But yeah, I mean, they could have called this an MMO and it'd be just fine, depending on how many MMO games are out there that are, well, that's multiplayer arena games as I call them. Not that they're not really MMOs, it's just they don't feel MMO-ish to me. An MMO to me needs a big open area where you can find people. Wolf Saints doesn't have that, as arenas. Which, that doesn't make it not a MMO, it just makes it an arena MMO. Or as I call it, a multiplayer arena. However, this does have a big open world you can meet people in. Although, unlike most MMOs, it has no direction. Or unlike MMOs, it has no direction at all. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want. You can have whatever ship you want. It's tougher, so yeah. This is taking a whole lot longer than when I just found one player. I just went out then when I was just by myself. And if you'll excuse me, I'll take a quick drink of water, which I'm almost out of. I'll be right back. Um, Actually, we're almost out of time. Oh, we're almost out of time, and then we made it. All right, what do we have? What theme am I on? We're on the U.S. British team versus the Spanish British Denmark team, the United States. Them traitors. All right, let's do this. Yeah, and during combat, it was a good plan. No, not on to now. You're gonna find out. Alright, that'll explain combat, which combat in this game has a slight learning curve to it, especially if we had no information on it, like I didn't. So it's gonna be interesting. Alright, first things first. Your ship controls like normal, with W going makes it go faster. S actually goes slower. Why do we have the Spanish flag? I mean, why do we, not Spanish, but the, Swedish flag? Anyone flying the Stars and Stripes? Oh, is this just telling us we're on this team, probably? Wait, enemies? Where are they? And that's what happens if you press them? Alright, but anyway, yes, W makes you go faster. I mean, the turns you, you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. To aim, you use the left mouse button, and to zoom in. Oh, basically, this is your general aim guideline. And to zoom in, you use your you use your right mouse button, and this allows you to actually aim your shots, similar to the scope in Wall of Tanks. Friendly. And you can hit ZI. No, wait. Don't control as you get the mouse out. Hold it. Okay, there you go. Maybe use the you shift to the spyglass similar to warships. Where is this guy? I saw him there for a second. All right. Oh, I think we found the enemies. Yeah, those are the enemies. Okay, let's hit over there. Yeah, shift is the telescope, and with the telescope, you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Oh, by the way, yes, and to fire your guns, you can't fire them with the left mouse button. What you do is you hit the right mouse button, you aim, and then basically you move your head up and down to aim trajectory, and then you use the left mouse button to fire. Now you can also change your ammo in your left and right cannons. Left and right cannons fire and reload separately. Let's get into the wind. And how you get to them is, I guess, either hitting control to get your mouse out, or by using the number keys. Then you got ball, chain, grape. Ball is good for doing damage against the hull. Grape is chain is good at doing damage against the sails, and grape is good for doing damage against the sailors, or at least I think it's like that. And then you have to roll each cannon separately, and then you get front and back ammo because you might have front and back cannons, which we do not. And yeah, then down here is your skills. Like what do you want your crew to be doing? Do you want the crew to be painting the ship? Do you want the crew to be sailing the ship? Do you want the crew to be shooting stuff? Do you want the crew to be taking damage, or do you want the crew to be focused on boarding? So yeah, and those are enemies. We gotta get in combat now. With the wind, it's not used to the wind. If also was explaining stuff. Now I wish this was like an Assassin's Creed where you had an arcing cannon shot as opposed to this flat one, because you can't really tell what your cannons are doing. We need to gain action. This wind is not being nice. I'm not used to sailing with wind, by the way. I'm used to having my own power, either by diesels or, well, either by diesel or coal or even nuclear. And they definitely, no, actually they have not the advantage. We just need combat, that's what we need to do. Alright. Oh, by the way, on the screen you have the, in the top center is probably your debugging. In the very top of the screen is your debugging. Below, in top left is your stats, or is your targeting thing like what the enemy sees. Why am I not going faster than this? Not used to wind. You see, that's not wind. Someone get some oars out and do this the manual way. Come on. We're not that big of a ship. Alright, but anyway, so in the bottom left is your vessel information. You can see your crew stats, and on the right, then your sail health, how much crew you have, and your and what your sails are doing. Left of that is your compass. The wind indicator is the arrow. Your ship indicator is the ship in the middle. Bottom of that is bottom right is your speed. Bottom center is your something, and then in the center of the screen you got two racks of stuff. The left rack is your ammo. The right rack is what your crew's doing. Center of that is the current status of your guns. full circle means full white circle means they're ready to fire. Not full red circle means you're reloading. Oh, great, we're losing. Well, at least I think we're losing anyway. I can't get an action. I think the reason why I can't get an action because I'm using the same ship I used in the last video, and I don't have that much health. As you can see, I'm damaged, even though it says I have full health up there. But my ship indicator is orange, and I only have 40 crew. I'm not quite sure if that's good or not. Alright, but anyway, and then in the bottom right is the map. Yeah, I just can't get over there. There you go, that works. It's becoming daytime as well. As you can see, in this game, your cells actually do catch the wind, based on what you're doing. You know, your cells actually turn and try to catch the wind, which is a nice detail. Which this is what I should have been doing to begin with. I thought I was approaching. Oh, you know why? Because they're moving that way. They're moving that way, so I'm not. So I was going against them. And also, I think my ship's slow because I don't have that much crew. I could be wrong though. I don't know because it doesn't tell you your crew cap. It only tells you your current amount of crew. What was that? Alright. Oh, we got contact, finally! We got the green to go, guys! You. There we go. Oh, you're gonna get a surprise. Actually, no, let's close in. This guy just made a bad move. I wonder if he noticed I'm over here. I'll assume not. Who is this guy? Was he in? You're all, eh? Alright, well, as you can see, oh, by the way, those bars, the topmost bar is your left side armor, or your left health, your left side armor, the right one, or the bottom one is your right armor, the right one is your front, the left one is your back, also known as fore and aft. Alright, do we got shots on this guy yet? We will now. Oh, he sees us. We've been spotted! Okay, let's take a little bit up. I think we're good. Just fire. Mouse by the fire. I'm not able to hit. I'm not quite sure if I'm in range or not. Alright, I'm going to try to figure... Oh. Oh, we're reloading. Actually, he didn't hit us either. Fire. You can actually tell this to stagger your shots, but I can't figure out how. He's not focusing on us. Let's close in. Remember, his right guns are still operational. All he has to do is look right. Yeah, I got over there we can shoot at. We got a guy over there we can shoot at. Try it. His bar didn't go down. Both enemies? No, friendly. I'm a little lower. Wait for the gun to reload. How about you? What do we have? Enemy on... Ooh, enemy on this side. Let's get this guy. Oh, we gotta go for time. Okay, let's aim low. Prepare to fire. Don't hit the friendly. Wait for it. Fire. I'm not quite sure if I accomplished anything. That's the thing about this game is you don't really get that much feedback, as in there is phone numbers that pop up and tell you, oh, by the way, you hit that guy. That'd be cool, or at least at the very least, one of you guys said, oh, we hit that guy. Or and one of your guys said, oh, hit. Oh, yes, I remember it. All right. Oh, we gotta get this. Oh, we gotta get this guy. Yes, to aim. I keep figuring out how you stagger your shots. All right, click. All right, you're going down. You can have no idea if I hit him or not, which is realistic, I guess, but still. Now let's assume that guy doesn't have any rear guns. Shots on anybody else? Got shots on him. Ah, man. I do this a lot with World of Warships where I fumble with the controls for no reason. Okay, that guy's coming around. Ooh, that guy is coming around. That guy's coming around. Sure, fire. Again, I can't tell if I hit him or not. I mean, you can tell by his health bar lowering, but that's about it. You go down? You must have been down. Okay, I guess we are winning. So let's keep following this guy. And this is the precise reason why I did not go PvP for this series. I mean, we'll go PvP later once we get good stuff and once we figure out how to do things, but until then, we're not going to do it. Oh, that was a bad mistake on my part. I'm trying to stagger my shots. I can't believe how you did it. I did so much an accident in the gameplay video. I just forgot how to do it. I swear it has something to do with the left mouse button. And we haven't confirmed that we don't have any front or rear guns. No, we don't. We can fit rear guns, but we don't have any. Alright, let's get out of this guy, because we'll be turning into the, we'll be turning into the wind, which is something we don't want to do. Yeah, that's the bad thing about having to aim your guns like this far. Can't tell. Yes, how about the rest of the battle? How is the rest of the battle going? I will assume that's all of our team attacking that one guy. Let's assume that. Oh, yes, yeah, it's V. I was hitting because that was still up. Okay, yeah, V to change the shot pattern. Let's just, rolling from... Rolling, yeah, I want my shots to go that way. Go like that. That guy. They never turned into wind. Yeah, so turning around the other way then. Actually, we don't really have a choice. Oh, yes, we can turn like this. Okay. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how sailing vessels work. Which is kind of why I wanted to play a game where I can actually learn how sailing vessels work with the wind. But yeah, okay, there we go. Get that one. I can't look around with the map anyway. That might be, that's not exactly the best idea. You. Hyper scroll, there we go. Alright. You're waving a red flag, which means you are not one of us. Yeah, so alright, we can get this guy. Oh, we can totally get this guy. Okay, we can actually go towards him this time. Oh, this guy's so dead. When I close in and broadside his face. There we go. I'll probably let this video out in case this goes overtime. I mean, there's only, one ship left? Where did the other guy get off to? There he is. Oh. Oh, they're together. Wait. Friendly? Yeah, friendly. Okay, so friendlies have blue flags, enemies have red flags, got it. Oh, we're copying on the Bismarck. Or Bisquick. Bisquick, alright. Must. Sorry, sorry to everyone likes Bisquick and pancakes, but he's going down. We must stop his shipment. Alright, right click. Right click. Alright, we won't close in a little bit more. I don't think he sees us. Yep. Out there enemy with his lions. Alright, how about you? I'm really good at this telescope for some reason. Alright. Alright, prepare to fire! Hold it. Oh, there's friendly. Hold it. Hold it. You can zoom out and do this. Okay, no, that's not good. Alright, zoom in. Hold it, wait for it. And fire! He has the rear armor, so that would hurt. Okay, now we're gonna keep sailing towards him. Reload the guns. There we go, that's good. Again, I wish instead of just no, basically the site will get bigger or smaller depending on how up you're looking. But I wish it would be an arc like in Assassin's Creed, because that makes a little bit more sense than this. Oh, he's firing at us. It's not really. Okay, now fire on this guy. Oh, I should have waited for it to fire on that guy, because that's a sure. Oh yeah. That's a for sure. Okay, let's slow down a bit. Come on, reload. How about that guy? Oh, he has no armor on. He has no armor everywhere. Okay, we got him. Yeah, that's his left. That's the left side he's looking at, and fire. I'm not sure if we hit anything. Again, that's probably realistic because of the smoke. Okay, we're moving on this guy. How about you? You still have lots of health. Okay, about any teammates? Oh, we got a guy over there. And these guns are ready to fire. I'll just fire anyway. And up for the fire over here. There we go. You still have side armor. How about you? You have armor on this side as well, but we got... Alright. And change my... There we go. I'm very sure those hit. I'm not quite sure, though. There's no way to tell you hit anything other than seeing stuff bounce off the enemy ship. Or seeing all the... Seeing all the splinters fall off the enemy ship. Anger... anyone over here anymore? Yeah, you are. Oh, they're hitting ourselves. Oh, we're going into the wind. Out of the way. Oh, that's what that bar is. It's telling you what your rudder positioning is. Alright, I tried doing, warship controls. Oh, yeah, 3 of them, 2 of us, but they don't have armor. I still have my armor. Because I didn't get into combat until very late. Okay, prepare to fire. Actually, we want rolling front like this. And wait for it. Fire! Oh, those complete. Oh, my cannonballs actually can bullet. Are they actually kind of slow? I didn't know cannonballs were that slow. I guess I could have guessed, but still. Alright, got reload. Dribbling into the wind. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Because remember, our cells will now right clicking like I was playing little warships. As you can see, our sails are going to catch the wind. Make sure we keep going forward, despite the fact that we're not going to the wind. Oh, he has lots of health. How about you? You have no health. Cannons are ready to fire. He's singing still. Fire! I can't tell. I think we hit his sails. Despite my fact that my head's right on the bottom. Okay, keep moving. Yes, yeah, I can move like this. Alright. We didn't lose him quite yet. Oh, did that guy get the other guy? I think so. No, he's over there. Alright. And wait for it. Fire. Man, the cannonballs are really, really slow. Wow. I'm used to things that are shaped other than balls. However, these guys know exactly what they're doing. Now, I'm used to things shaped as bullets, being prepared by lots and lots of gunpowder. Not black powder, actual gunpowder. We really need 4. There we go. Again, I wish you can fire from, like, right here. So you can actually see what you're doing. I mean, this is realistic, kinda, sure, but still. You know, there's no feedback. Like, I didn't know I was missing all that shots until I started actually, until I actually started seeing it. Alright, we need to really import then. I want to say, like, right there. I had no idea if they hit or not. No, actually, might have. Well, he has 3 ports left, but I'm not quite sure where those are. Those guns are loaded. Come on, those guns loaded. I'll keep being around, that's fine. Alright. And fire. I hope they didn't go in the water. Not quite sure if they did. I mean, they should have, but not quite sure if they did or not. Oh, now we're taking damage finally. If finger mouse button like it's to go in preview, which in this game it's left mouse button. And 2 more guys, really? I think it's just endless mode. Wait. What? Got a blue and a red. Cannons are ready? Not yet. Alright, prepare to fire. He is stopped. Ready to fire. And fire. And he sunk. Is he sunk? Oh, he's not. What are my options? Oh yeah, I guess this battle is just, well, it takes like an hour. As you can see in the top, there's like a time counter of like an hour. So I guess since this is PVE, you can just fight forever if you want. So we'll try to down this guy, and if we'll try to down this guy, that'd be it. Fire. can't tell if I hit or not. That's annoying me. It's like I can't tell if I hit or not. I'm not quite sure if I did. Again, it's really, really hard to tell. And for a beginner, where you don't know the physics of the cannonballs in this game, didn't know whether or not waves matter, and don't know a lot of things, then it's kind of really hard. Unlike Wolf Tanks, where you can play that, you fire your shot. Oh, I missed because my tracer went past the enemy. Or play World Warships. Oh, I missed because my tracers fell in the water just beyond the enemy. This game, you can't really do that. There's no tracers, which makes sense. I mean, this game's supposed to be realistic, so it makes sense. It's supposed to be more of a simulator, so it does make sense. Unfortunately, like, it doesn't, you know, it makes it really, really difficult. We have cells for sure, I know that. You know, it makes it difficult for a beginner to actually get the ropes of handling the game, but I think that'd be it, because we're going to take a while to get back into battle. Oh. I mean, can't leave battle. It says it. I mean, surrender. We are winning the game. You get back over there then. We gotta surrender then. Because I don't have. I wonder why I couldn't leave battle. I mean, I guess it makes sense because battle's not over, but if you look up here and there is no. I don't see any score anywhere. So I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to win the battle. And remember, this game is no tutorial to speak of. I'm not quite sure there's a manual either. So, yeah. And it's something mostly just going to figure out, which is why I'm doing a series of to figure this game out. Come on. Oh, we still got gold and experience. That's nice. Alright, so we're back in Savannah. Alright, so yeah, that'd be it for this episode, or episodes. If I went over time, which I probably did. I didn't have the timer counting, and we definitely went over time. So yeah, I mean, whether or not I can make this one episode or not will depend on the willingness of the Winds Moonmaker to play ball. Because sometimes it doesn't like doing videos over 38 minutes for some reason, and sometimes it does whatever, and sometimes it allows you to do whatever you want. It's very weird. Alright, but anyway, so, yeah, that'd be it for this episode, episodes. I really appreciate you guys watching on these episodes. It means a lot to me. Also, you have to me to leave a comment for trying the magicians for the series, like what I should do next, or if not, I'll play. Naval Action, Steam Axis in general, even though it's a few songs if you really know that. And next time we'll be continuing down the coast of North America to get to Brunswick, and we'll probably do another random battle just to see if we can get money for it. As you can see, we are getting money and we are getting experience just slowly. Like next one is at 12,000. We're at 1,460. 67. Oh, that's a special one. The product here is much more expensive. All right. Alright, but yep, that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Actually, that'll be it for this episode, and I guess see you in a second.